What is good, family? This is your girl. I'm Courtney Michelle, and I'm back with another video. All right, this is going to be off the Whatever podcast. Now, I don't watch Whatever podcast. First, it doesn't really have people that look like me on there, so I don't really care too much about it. It's unrelatable. And the time that I have seen it was kind of a little snore fest. I can't even front it. It was boring. But I saw some people that looked melanated. And so I wanted to see what they were talking about. And so on this particular clip, it says he triggers them when revealed why he doesn't commit. Let's see why they triggered. Let me see if I'm going to get triggered.
You wouldn't, if she was to say, like, drop everybody, drop all your lows.
Oh, sorry. Yo, FTG, thank you for the gifted 50. We'll get the fit check in a sec. Go ahead.
Okay, so off the rip, that is so annoying to me. Like, they're in the midst of a conversation and you have these people that super chat and it comes in loud and it says it and it just messes up the whole vibe. Like, the interruptions is annoying. Okay, wait till you get a time to shut out the super chats or a time and place. But that's people out here talking. All right, hold on, I got $50. It's like classless.
Just said, like, if she was to say, drop everybody for me, you just say you wouldn't do it. But you're saying, like, but you also say you like being in a relationship. So I just need a little bit of clarity. Like, I'm trying to figure out.
Is when I'm ready. So if she asks me to and I'm not ready, I'm not going to. Once I'm ready.
He looks so little. Is it the chair? Who is this little man?
If she wants to come along with that, then that's when it'll be on my terms. Basically, it'll be on my terms. It's that simple.
Okay. And there's nothing you can do about it. Some people are just down for a dickin'.
Yeah.
What?
That's the difference.
So,
see, when she asked me that, she said if she wants it, and it's like she doesn't determine that, I'll gatekeep my commitment.
Okay, so you can gatekeep your commitment, and your gatekeeping is going to be by yourself. I don't know why people think that it is something attractive for you not to want or to talk or communicate or compromise with the person that you're dating or want to be with or even sleeping with. So it's, I want to be with you. No, not until I'm ready, then you won't be with me. Well, kick rocks. Women, you have a say so in these relationships too. Don't think that, if he don't want to be with you, then leave him alone. I really hope there's not women sitting around waiting on a man to say yes, I'll be with you, or waiting because a man don't know if he wants you or not. I really hope women are not doing that. If he tells you I gatekeep this relationship and when I'm ready, I will let you know. Okay, well, ready these nuts. Ugh.
Okay, so the gatekeeping of commitment, let me just say this as somebody who is dating for marriage and has been since probably I was 18. I mean, my entire life. I feel like I encounter that more often. And my friends and I are women who are looking to get married. And it's guys that give BS answers like that. It's not the women who are out here. Like, I feel like the chat makes it seem like they're all women are like hoes and nobody wants to settle down or get married or live a traditional life.
Right.
I encounter way more men like that with that mindset than the opposite.
Well, you do because you come off as very desperate. I've been waiting to get married for 18 years and okay, well, relax. Because if you going into any kind of date telling that to a man, you sound quite desperate. Girl, relax and chill. If you want it to happen, it can. But again, it's on you. Are you all right? Do you have hobbies? Are you enjoying life? Because then you will attract a man that wants to enjoy it along with you. The energy you giving off is scaring the people. It's scaring me. Hell, I wouldn't even want to take you to be one of my target buddies. Oh, girl, you're giving me anxiety.
Wait, you encounter way more men.
Basically, like
What
men who
the-
are like,
what
I'll be ready when I'm ready, even though I'm 30 years old. Like, I'm
What's
not
wrong with
looking to
that?
get married.
Their Alan
Hold on just a
Peatball
sec.
donated $100.
No.
Lots of
God, this quit interrupting the people.
cognitive dissonance coming from this guy.
Do you have a response to Mr. Meatball?
Lots of cognitive dissonance. Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't completely deny that it's cognitive dissonance because, as I pointed out, I'm naturally a relationship guy. So this is kind of the
That's not what cognitive dissonance means. It means you're damn near a Looney Tune. Let me give him the correct definition. Cognitive dissonance is a mental conflict that occurs when your beliefs don't add up with your actions. And he agrees, but this is already getting on my nerves. Sir, you're saying you're a relationship guy, but then on the other hand, you're saying I gatekeep it, and when I'm ready, I'm ready. And if you're a relationship guy, that means you're ready to be in a relationship, and therefore you're dating women that you seek a relationship with. I'm too old for this shit.
route that I'm taking to ensure that I'm comfortable with myself.
Alex.
But as I
continue.
said, I'm not going to stop dating women just because, I'm.
You did find like 1 in 1,000 of girls, though. Like you found a really great woman, and are you willing to risk that?
No, I'm holding on to her.
Yeah, but
But
like,
you're
but
not.
like, what if she
That's
was
why
like,
she's the main-
but like, what if she was like, oh, like I want to get married, I want to be with you, and I only want to be with you. I've been loyal to you, but I don't want you to see other people. I don't want you to see other women. Right.
Well,
Like,
I'll
she's
give
laying
you
it all
an
out for
example.
you.
I'll give you an example. We had a conversation recently, right? And I asked her if she felt that she deserved commitment because essentially when we first started dating, it was just us two. I was monogamous, I was exclusive, and she was sabotaging. She wasn't sure. She was insecure. She wasn't sure if this what she wanted. So I told her, I said, well, if you're going to sabotage, then I'm going to date other people. See, I didn't disclose that to y'all. It started off rocky. So I said, I'm going to date other people because you don't know if you actually want this. So when I communicated that to her and I went on about my business, she popped back up like, no, I do want this. I'm going to try. And I said, nah, I want to date other people. If you want to stick around and wait to see,
Let me tell y'all, don't believe everything that you hear on the internet in these stories. I don't believe this. She sabotaged because she didn't know what she wanted. That's not necessarily sabotage. She said she didn't know what she wanted. Now, all of a sudden, if you start dating someone and now she knows, but now you want to keep her on the sideline, is it because you want to punish her for not knowing at the beginning? And if that's the case, you're not any better than her. And she's a fool to accept that. Oh, no, I want to be with you now. Well, I'm dating other women, so you want to hang out? Oh, yes. She has low self-esteem. But again, if he's attracting this type of woman, then there's something wrong with his self-esteem too. But I don't know if I believe his whole story. He looked like a liar.
that's what happened. So I didn't start off that way.
How long have you guys like been talking?
It's been almost 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been almost 3 years. That's why.
Wait.
I want to hear her side.
How old is she?
She's been here. She's 26.
Get out.
She's been
Run.
here. She's not going
Why?
anywhere.
Because he's 30 and he's still like, I don't know what I want and I'm not ready to settle down. And she's getting close to that age where she's got to figure that out.
I know.
She's wasting time with
I
you.
know.
She could find a guy that wants to
I
get
know.
married.
Little crazy, off the rip, crazy girl. The crazy girl's correct.
Yeah, but see, other guys ain't as dope as me, so it's difficult. That's what.
You don't
And
wanna
see, you
rush, but
forget
like-
that. Yeah, you
but like-
see, y'all forget that. We're aware when girls don't want to date other guys. We're aware when we're him, the cream of the crop for them. So if she's willing to wait, it's because she feels that she can't find better.
If that woman thinks that this is the best that she can get, I would suggest that she does buy a dog and die alone. I would suggest you get a cute puppy that's going to be more loyal to you than this pathetic shrimp of a man. I don't know who told him in his edge up that he is the cream of the crop, but absolutely not. You know, people say that women are delusional. It's a lot of men that are delusional too. It's a lot. It's just delusional people. It's an epidemic.
And maybe she can, but I'm willing to bet she can't.
Thank you,
I don't
FTG.
think it's always that she can't find better. I think most of the time, us as women, we look at your potential. So most of the time, we're staying around because we see potential that you're gonna get with us. You're gonna get it over yourselves, see what you really have, and then come back to us. So I think that's what it is more than we can't find anybody better. Because like if we was to go out on the street right now, we can find somebody. Like that's not
You can
saying,
find a whole bunch of
that's
guys.
what I'm saying. Like we can find somebody. So it's not
And
like
waste
saying we
your
can't
time.
find better. It's just saying like we want you, we want that potential, but you're not giving us that
And that's a young woman's mind state. And that's why a lot of times young women waste their time and then they get old and still single and lonely because they're wasting years on potential. And he can change because I see it in him and he'll change. If I show him this of me and if I show him that of me, then he'll realize what he has. No. If he doesn't see it in you, he's not. Move on. Doesn't take that long for a man to know if he wants to be with you or not. There's no cartwheel, no flip, no freaky, dicky, sneaky thing that you can do to a man that's going to automatically make him change his mind. Don't waste your time with someone that doesn't know if he wants to be with you or not. If he tell you he don't want you, if he tell you he needs some time, you need to run.
potential. So we're trying to hold on as long as we can until you give us that
And
potential.
and you're a fool. You are a fool to do that.
No, the potential is the reason that you stay.
Yeah.
And if you see progress, so if your boyfriend says, "Look, babe, I want to do this, I want to accomplish this, I want to accomplish this," and you see him accomplishing breadcrumbs, you see him getting breadcrumbs to where he's trying to get, that's gonna make you even feel better. That's gonna make you feel more better, right?
Because you're working towards
Exactly. You see it, you like, oh
But
my
you're
God,
not-
he's
but
doing it.
What you're
Oh, I can't stand this generation. Okay. You working and doing better at your job doesn't equate to you not wanting me. You already telling me that you want me. Good. Now we have a foundation. Okay. This is our foundation. Now you're saying, but I see myself, I have the potential in my career to do this. I have the potential and I see that and I see the drive. That is completely different. I'm not going to sit on the sidelines with you confused about me, but then see you and your potential and your growth in your career. And I'm just sitting there watching it, waiting on you. Maybe I'll kick rocks. No, we have a solid foundation. We're together. Now I see potential as far as financial potential in you, growth in your career. And I see that and I see a drive and that is attractive to me. Then we're going to build off that. And I'm going to help you build off that.
saying is she wants you. You're telling her, nah, it's okay. I'm gonna go find my other options. If you want to stay, you can stay. So she's staying in the hopes that you're gonna come back to her.
That's her choice.
Which is like messed up.
But that's her choice though.
Q, isn't it the case that a lot of women would rather be with like a really quality guy and share him than be in a relationship with a guy that they don't respect? And
that's not true. Again, stop getting this advice. Look at these three men. Look at them. Does anyone really believe that these men are pulling dime pieces? That these three men are really pulling quality women? Does anyone believe that? They are not. Okay. They're not pulling not a good woman at all. Women don't share. They might lie and think they can. But when push comes to shove and their emotions get really involved and really in love, we're not sharing. Women are just as, or maybe even more possessive as men. Okay. We go to the deeps of the dirt of the earth to find out if there's another woman. Okay. We hide in places. Speaking from experience, we're not sharing. Now, this, this polyamorous, this is kind of a new lifestyle that I think people are trying to try out to see it's not going to work. It's not in our nature as far as with women. Women don't like to share. I'm sorry, we don't. If you look at, I hate talking about even celebrities, but like Neo and how these women are leaving these celebrity men. Well, it's not because it's not due to money. It's usually due to cheating. We cannot take it. It messes us up emotionally. Okay, in our head mentally, it messes us up knowing that you're out with another woman. That's it. Weirdos.
That's weak or whatever.
I don't think
Absolutely. That's what
anyone
I,
wants
that
to
was my point.
share their man though.
A lot
In
of like
reality.
if the guy is high status enough, I think a lot of women would be prepared to share him.
No, they will lie to you and say yes to try to get you. But then what we do is what that lady already said. Well, if I turn into this woman, if I do this nasty thing to him, if I make sure this, then he wouldn't need another woman. He just has me. So we will say that to entertain you, or pick me will say that. But then once you get in the relationship, it does not work. Again, you're talking to people that ain't never been in no relationship with no real woman to realize that. It's just dumbass talking points to tickle the fancy of men ears, but it's an absolute lie.
Absolutely.
Really?
I mean,
I think
what
so.
is
Not
high
women who
status
are
mean?
loyal and
Yeah, it
committed to
depends on
just
the
you
woman.
though.
It doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't. It can be a myriad of things. It doesn't have to be financial. It could be financial. It can be the way he looks, the way he makes her feel, the way she feels about him. It's different elements that go into it.
And that makes it worse. Okay? At least you can say, well, she's here because I give her money and it's just transactional, and so she doesn't have any feelings in it. But if it's not financial and our feelings are involved and you make us feel a certain type of way, you think I want you to make another woman feel this type of way? Do people not watch Lifetime? Do people not watch Snap and the Oxygen Channel? The reason why women are really locked up, it ain't because they out robbing banks. It's usually because of adultery and affairs, and they man is out and she wants revenge. Like that's real. You think women are knocking out men's, busting out the windows of men's cars for sport? Y'all are playing with fire.
But it's not a one size fits all type ordeal. It's multiple things.
And it
if
sounds
you,
like
if you
if-
observe a lot of men, who are high status or high quality, they date multiple women, and as long as they're open and honest, some of those women are willing to accept that.
Okay, can I just ask
They're
something?
not. Those men also lie. Those men also lie. Their side pieces is on the low. They have to sign NDAs. They get paid off not to tell. They get fake numbers. It is false. Those men also lie because they know that once a woman falls in love with you, she turns crazy. Speaking from experience.
If you know that she knows all of this about you and she's still willing to be with you, wouldn't that make you question her intelligence? And then therefore, wouldn't that make her less attractive to you?
Not necessarily, because what you're missing is y'all are talking about my main. And the reason that I acknowledge she's my main. So I'm well aware of the loyalty and commitment that she's shown, which is why I'm saying when I'm ready to settle down, she's at the forefront of my mind. But it's a matter of me being willing to settle down. I want to make sure I can take care of her.
If any woman is giving herself, her vagina to this man, she deserves to get the clap.
I want to make sure I can provide for her. I want to make sure I can provide for our family.
And you don't want to cheat on her when you're married.
Yeah, and
her,
and that won't happen. Like I've never cheated. I've never committed infidelity. So
yeah, but how are you going to reach that elite status of being able to provide for her and take care of her if you're spending all your money on all these side chicks?
Who said I was spending all my money? I just said it.
You don't have to spend money on side chicks. You don't got to spend money on side chicks.
If y'all think any of these men have side chicks, you're just as delusional as these 3 guys. None of these men have side chicks. None of these men have legit women. None of them. I can tell you by just looking how they carry themselves, their weird haircuts, that weird edge up, that shirt. None of them have women.
I literally just said I only invest resources in one girl.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's the only girl. So that's what I said. When you asked about loyalty, I said there's sexual loyalty, and then with men, how we show loyalty, that's who we invest our time, energy, effort, resources, and finances into. So she gets way more than that. You don't see me out on dates with side chicks. I'll take her out anyway.
Because you don't have them. You don't have side chicks. So that's why you won't see you with them. Because they're not existing.
I'll go on vacation with her anywhere.
And it sounds like you would prefer her not to sleep with other people, or that might even be a deal breaker for you. Is that right?
Absolutely, because she can't do it. I know if she sleeps with another guy, I've lost her. You guys are trying to get an understanding that you don't have, but we have that understanding because we've had these conversations. So it's not like I'm in an official relationship. These are women that I'm dating. So I date multiple women.
So again, let's like I said, he's lying. He just said that he doesn't go out and spend any money on these side chicks, and he doesn't go out with the side chicks. He's now saying that he's dating. What is a date? It's going out with the opposite sex or same sex. But you're going out with them. You're dating. He didn't say, oh, I'm just busting it down. And we don't go out just busting it down. No, he said, I'm dating other women. That means you are taking them out. So which one? Stick to a lie. Okay? You're not taking these side chicks allegedly out. Then keep it going. Oh, we're just having sex. That's it. They come over, please me, and they go home. Or is it what, like you just said, oh, I'm dating multiple women, which means you are taking them out.
Not in a committed relationship to anybody.
So she knows that you're dating other people.
Yes,
Who gives a shit?
Exactly. So I'm dating other. I'm dating other women, and what I'm saying is I take the most interest in her because I've been dating her the longest, and we've developed the strongest relationship out of all the women that I've been dating. So does that clarify a lot more?
She's your fave.
She's my favorite. Yes.
No, I hear you. And like I said, I don't think anything you're doing is considered like crossing a boundary, because clearly you've shared what you're doing with her. All I'm trying to express is that there are sort of gradations in how you can do it. And kind of the more you share and the more you guys can kind of work through the repercussions of what you're doing, the healthier relationship that can lead to, even if in the future you decide to close a relationship and become monogamous. So from what I've seen, right? So there's different gradations of how you can do it. As long as you two are both consenting, I don't see anything wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm transparent about everything. I try to be transparent about everything so that nobody's left to wonder, nobody's left to make assumptions in negative to where, they feel overwhelmed with anxiety or they feel depressed or, I don't want to break anyone's heart. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
What? Okay, I got it. Let's do a close up because I mean y'all not gonna play with me on this good day. If this little Cisco ass Negro thinks that I am going to believe that he has all these women and all these side chicks, then I am Santa Claus. Okay. I would believe that he's actually a stunt double for Kevin Hart rather than believe that he has multiple women. You see how my bank account set up, see my savings account and my checking account looking ass.
Open, transparent, honest about what I'm doing, what my intentions are, and at the end of the day, I just take it one day at a time, though.
And that's
I
you,
really hope
man.
you
That's
pursue
like-
her.
That's but like
I hope it works out.
So, but who here? It seems like a lot of the girls here object to the fact that he's open with his partners about this, but you object to the fact that he's seeing multiple women.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
I wouldn't say I object. I just
Y'all have
don't
pretty
like
knee-jerk
the I don't like
reactions
the
to it.
dynamic because
Well,
on one end,
sorry.
I'm sorry. On one end, he's saying like I'm free to do whatever I want with these women, and that's how it's gonna be. But if you were to do it, it's just a no-go for me.
But doesn't that come down to me understanding the differences between men and women? I do it because I can do it. As I said, if she does it, I've lost her. I know that I lost.
No. First of all, I don't believe you have anyone. Second, the difference between men and women, there's difference, but respect is respect. So just because you're a man doesn't mean that you're allowed to disrespect me. And just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I should be okay with it, accepting disrespect. So no. There's differences between genders. However, we're both human and should be treated with a respect equally. You should respect me. I should respect you. There's no difference on that. Me being kind or sweet, that's genderless.
But
Just
you
because you
wouldn't-
can do
you
something,
wouldn't-
does that make it right?
It's not about right or
It's
wrong.
not about right or
I
wrong.
can
It's
stab
about
you. It doesn't mean I should do
It's
it.
not. It's not. It's not.
But I don't think you would necessarily
It's not
lose
about right or
her.
wrong.
I think it would be like her saying, "Oh, you got all these other people on one side. I'm just doing it because you doing it."
But do you know her though?
No, I'm not
Exactly,
saying I'm
exactly.
not saying I
So
know
you don't
it.
know her. You don't know her. I know her. So I'm telling you, if she were to do it, based on how I know her behavioral tendencies, her attitude, the way that she thinks, how selective she is, how secretive she is with her body, if she were to do it, that means she really liked the guy. That means she liked that guy more
gonna
than
let it
me.
go.
I lost her. So that's what I'm saying.
So I have
Hold
a, I have a
on, hold on,
question for
just a
you.
second.
$299. Q, what is your ratio of women?
What is
Oh,
my
I like
ratio of
that
women? How
question.
many women approach me versus how many women I actually accept? Oh, my ratio is similar to Raspy's. I get approached by a lot of women, and I
The only way this man is getting approached by a lot of women is if his job is working at a shoe store or a cosmetic Sephora store. Like, that's the only reason why a lot of women are approaching this little man. Y'all be believing this man gets no one. No one. Okay. I would rather sleep in a bed with a bowl of marbles. Bowl of marbles.
turn down a lot of sex. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
I feel
do.
you.
I turn down a lot of sex. My DM is full of thousands of women.
Marbles.
and a lot of the times I just ignore it.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Stop
So,
hogging
so
the women.
I have a question
Thousands.
about your question. So another way to look at it, couldn't you also say that she has the freedom to leave if he isn't giving her what she wants, and she could look for a guy who is more willing to be monogamous to her?
Yeah, she could.
Yeah.
She just
She could-
didn't
she could
choose
leave.
to.
But I
Yeah,
was just-
she made her decision. She
Do
just
you
didn't
guys live
choose to leave.
together?
Do we live together?
Yeah.
Not anymore. We did.
Okay, so
we
right
did.
now,
We did
okay.
at one point, and when we did, I didn't even see other women.
Well, the
Okay.
thing is for me,
Even
it's
though
just
even though we weren't committed in a relationship, I still didn't see other women out of respect for the fact that we lived together.
You didn't see other women because you didn't have any other women. And now you see the grift of saying bullshit, and because men are likely to believe because you say it out of your mouth. I don't know why men don't think that men lie, especially when it comes to these podcasts, but you're only saying this because it's the grift. But I know you get snow play. I could pull more women than you.
Go ahead, Kelly.
I'm just saying that like, I don't see the problem with you seeing other women just because of the fact that you are transparent with her, which is automatically it's in her hands. So if she chooses not to go see other people knowingly that you are dating other people, that's her choice to do. And it's like you said, like men and women are different. They're we have a man who's going to spend all of his time with the woman that he cares about the most. He's going to spend the most money because he works to make his money. So why would he go waste it on some girls that he doesn't see any potential in? So,
But he's dating them, so he is wasting money. Fools, are y'all not paying attention? Can we not ask what does dating mean if you're not spending money on them? So what does dating mean? What does it mean?
So as long as you're not saying this is my girlfriend and there's no title on it, there's nothing. I don't see anything wrong with that.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Well, she could be his girlfriend even, but as long as she understands.
She's just his
Well,
mate.
situation.
they're dating. It's a part of dating, but they haven't. It's not like you ever said, "Will you be my girlfriend?"
I can't. It's over. Thank God. This was the biggest cap clip that I have seen in a long time. First, I see why I don't watch the whatever podcast. I definitely see why I don't. I definitely think that little Cisco looking ass dude is a whole liar. Stop believing these random strange men on the internet that build themselves up to be a character. I can see through the bullshit. Ugh. The hell, ugh.